Welcome to WWCN, the World Wizard Crystal News. I, Whisker Caster, he who smokes the essence of mystic toads and harbors stray cats inside his beard, am your host. Our top story this week is about the top-selling potion of the Alchemist Guild, and also the most refreshing one, Healing Potion. The recent allegations against the company have forced them to have a mass recall of their blue-flavored healing potion. A massive group of adventurers raided the corridors of Doom last weekend, and most didn't survive. These survivors blame this fiasco on the Alchemist Guild, saying that the blue-flavored healing potions were indiscernible from the classic mana potions. Even though the recalled potion is berry blue while the mana potion is clearly Admiral Blue. The company decided to recall the potion to appease the grieving adventurers and families. Here's a little snippet of the press conference they had this morning.
We, as the Alchemist Guild, as a company, we feel the horrible loss of the great adventurers that braved the corridors of doom. We feel this is not a time to point blame, but a time to bring something new in our lives, so we can begin to heal. And what better way to heal than with our new green-flavored healing potions?
I think I can say that many of us will miss the blue-flavored healing potion, but can't wait to test the new green-flavored one. Speaking of green, the new king of the Central Kingdom that comes from another world has incredibly embarrassed himself in the diplomatic beheading of a Medusa. He refused to cut the head of the nice young woman with reptilian hair, saying, quote, "This is a barbaric tradition. You guys are crazy if you think I'm going to cut off her head. How is this diplomatic anyway?" End quote. As we all know, the secret underground reptilian people of our world require a blood sacrifice of a bastard child of two races every 100 years to keep the peace. His inaction in this very important ritual caused the lives of several officials that were turned to stone by the Medusa. Luckily for us, the king's secret lover / bodyguard, Shanna Goldenview, killed the creature, saving the rest of the spectators and the world out of an endless war against the secret underground reptilian people. I speak as a citizen of this world as I thank you and ask, what on earth do you seen him? And now for the weather.
I, Broklogaff, Master Chef of the Torment of Mortals, have been looking for a way to free myself of this infernal curse that blind monks have bestowed me. I have consulted the ancient texts, the shamans, the divination bones, and the rejected tea leaves of orphans, to no avail. I find no solution to my torment, as I am reduced to idiotic predictions for this network. And so, it is with a displeasure that I announce rain over the upcoming weekend.
That's a shame for a weekend of rain, ladies and creatures. Seems like we will need to find something else than public executions to entertain us over the weekend. Stay tuned, because when we come back, we talk to Elish Kayan about your local SPCA shelters.
There are moments in your life where you need to procure that special thing for that special someone for that special occasion. It could be for your life partner during your anniversary, your boss during the office party, or even that random person you pass by every day on your way home. Whatever the case, we have a wide range of choices so that you can add your own personal touch. We have experts on site ready to help you find that perfect way to say, "Screw you" to your enemies. Here at the Poison Imperium, we'll sell you untraceable poison with a beautiful green hue and guaranteed results with no questions asked. So why wait? Revenge is just a street away.
Welcome back. We have in our studio the guest of the day, Elish Kayan. They're in charge of the Spectacular Pre-Owned Creature Association, also known as the SPCA. So, I hear you have something important to talk about to our viewers.
Hi, Whisker. Yes, something very important. In our shelters, we house many mystical creatures that used to be familiars of wizards, exotic pets for members of royalty, and noble companions of adventurers. There are many reasons why these creatures arrive in our shelters, but I'm here today to try to give people reason to stop abandoning creatures and even to adopt one or two.
That is very noble of you to take care of these majestical beings and trying to find them a home. I personally have a swarm of cats living in my beard as a familiar, and it can be a lot of responsibility to take care of. So my question is, do you have any arguments to convince people like me the advantages of adding more spectacular creatures in their lives?
Well, Whisker, you have to understand these creatures have been through a lot and have been domesticated to the point that setting them back in nature is now impossible. We have a moral responsibility to take care of them, and
that's all well and good, but these beings are infused with primal magics, giving them immortal life. There must be other solutions we can take to help these creatures. Maybe sacrifice them, sealing them in a pocket dimension, or even turn them into magical keychains.
That is such a classic wizard response to just magic the problem away that you people caused in the first place.
You people? That's a very Arcanicist thing to say. Our network have a very strict policy against that kind of behavior, and our security staff will escort you out of this building.
Get off of me.
Well, there you have it, ladies and creatures, a plea to do the right thing towards forgotten magical companions by a not-so-pleasant person on a high horse. We will be back with some hot and messy slabs of steamy news after these messages.
Honey, I'm home. I can't stay for long. I have another meeting in an hour, so I'm just going to grab something out of the icebox and... my head! My head! Someone help me! The icebox is trying to kill me! I'm in so much pain! So much pain!
Does this scenario ever happen to you? With the rise of adventurers clearing up dungeons, mimics can be found more and more in people's homes pretending to be ordinary household containers. Boxes, chests, and even vases have the potential of being dangerous and even deadly without the proper tool. Now, presenting the state-of-the-art Mimic Detecting Poking Stick. It's so simple that even goblins can figure out how to use it. Simply poke your suspicious everyday furniture with the Mimic Detector and wait to see its reaction. But that's not all, ladies and creatures, because the Mimic Detecting Poking Stick also comes in black for only 20 gold pieces.
Sold literally anywhere. Mimic Detecting Poking Stick cannot be held responsible for any death in the result of abusive poking.
Education is a very important value in the wizard community, and that is why we have top-notch academies across the 5 kingdoms. I myself went to Nisonia Academy, located in the Central Kingdom. Go Bugbears! Sadly, the popularity to send young wizards to these schools have drastically diminished since the so-called safety precautions our new head wizard of education implanted. These results to a decrease of 10% of student deaths, losing a lot of the prestige these schools used to have. A part of the wizard community and parents feel that these new measures coddles its students too much, robbing them of a chance of greatness through life and death challenges. WWCN have decided to send one of our goblin crews on site to observe and maybe even test these new safety measures. So let's cut to Rum, that is presently exploring my old academy of Nisonia.
I feel honored, sir, to walk the same halls that the great Whisker Caster learned to harness and control incredible world-altering spells. Brown noser. Anyway, we are sad to report that we've been loitering these corridors for an hour and none of us have been maimed or killed by the famous school poltergeist. We even found traces of cleansing rituals, so there's a chance that the school overwent a full extermination.
Oh no! Gordon is gone! That ghost was with me since year 1! I remember him chasing me to try to cut my skin off every morning. He made me the wizard I am today. Even now, I wake up terrified, with the motivation to run every morning.
That's, very, sweet, sir. I think. That's not all the changes in the school. They have installed rails on the moving staircases and been giving protective gear to the students whenever they have broom flying lessons. Oh, it seems like the third period is over and the students are exiting their classes. I'll go try and find one to ask them questions about the recent changes. Hi. Yes, you. We are with the World Wizard Crystal News. Can you spare a moment to talk about the new safety precautions with us?
Yeah, sure. These new rules are super lame. Do you know what they do now for detention? No more strange errands in the dark woods of death, or turning us into toads. It's just... They make us sit in a room for 3 hours to work on our homework. That's it. Oh, and don't get me started on the events they cancel for safety reasons.
Don't tell me they canceled the Battle Wizards Death Tournament.
Yes.
Well, sir, there you have it. A few of the many changes that many wizards think will be the end of the golden age of magical academies.
Well, I don't know about you, Rum, but after hearing that, I need a drink. We'll take a quick commercial break while I try to drown my sorrows. Did you know that Boobra Karen, one of the Council of Tree of the Kingdom of the Free People of the East, is a liar? Boobra Karen have been seen many times talking to very high-profile necromancers. What are they talking about? Look at that. Can we really trust someone with such a smug smile? Does he really care about finding solutions to restrict necromancy? Do you know who does? The Duchess of Sia. She knows exactly what she needs to do to protect the good people of the East. So this weekend, cast your vote for someone who cares. Vote for someone with a plan. But whatever you do, don't vote for liars like Boobra Karen. I'm the Duchess of Sia, and I approve of this message. Where does the time go? Well, I mean, except the obvious answer of inside the Time Lord's amulet, of course. The World Wizard Crystal News have been keeping an eye out on the Grand Tournament of Heroes that started last week, and we can see that the end is near. Many teams have been massacred during this exciting event, and others have rose to become legends. I had the privilege yesterday to attend one of these challenges to act as a commentator. So without further ado, here's a little taste of my incredible skills when the team named Unprepared Caster did their Dungeon Run Challenge. Here they come, ladies and creatures, the team of Unprepared Casters are about to enter this deadly dungeon made by the brilliant minds of the Dimension Maze. They only need to pass this door to start facing the horrors that await them inside. The very plain knight is walking towards the door, and hands slowly going for the handle, but wait, the handsome rogue stops him and starts analyzing the door for traps. After checking every inch of the door, he now seems confident that the door is safe enough to open. Ooh, that's an interception from the metal hoop skirt wearing cleric that just stopped him in the last second so that she can cast all sorts of detection magics to confirm the rogue's suspicions. While all of this is happening, the pink tiefling member seems to have noticed the door's keyhole and is looking around for a key that, yes, I just got confirmation that does not exist. Oh! Seems like the knight is getting very impatient and has started to smash his shield against the door in an attempt to open it. Wait, what's this? Their pet golem is approaching the door, and success! The door is open thanks to this metal man that simply pulled the handle. What an exciting moment for this incredible team. Fun fact, ladies and creatures, this team cleared this 3-room dungeon in only 12 hours. As always, WWCN is here to keep you up to date with the events of all 5 kingdoms. Have a nice week and see you next time, ladies and creatures.
Brought to you by WWCN, the World Wizard Crystal News.
Hi, I'm the creator, writer, performer, editor of the World Wizard Crystal News. But there is one thing I don't do, and that's the music. I want to thank all the artists that create the free use music I use to give life to my imagination. Here's the list in the order of appearance. Innovation by John Sib. Positive Business by Asapira120. Our Corporate Goal by Giovanni Bruni. Hopeful Background Music by Twisterium. Wizard Team by Adam Monroe. Robots Talk After All by Astrofrek. Thank you all.